What's going on, guys and gals? Welcome back to another video on the #1 channel in crypto. My name is David. I hope that you're all having a fantastic day. Guys, why is the market dumping today? Everyone's panicking. Everyone's getting shaken out of their positions. They're losing conviction in things. I'm going to be explaining that in today's video, and I'm going to be explaining as well why this is just a dip and you shouldn't be panicking. But before that, go get yourselves a drink. I got my Nitro coffee today. Smash the like on today's video if you guys like these ride-along videos. Now, I want to hop into it right now. Bitcoin just dipped below 114K and Ethereum just dipped below 4,200 bucks. Of course, when you see Bitcoin dip 5% over a week after reaching a new all-time high and Ethereum dipping 6% over the past 7 days after it almost reaching a new all-time high, expect your portfolio to be a little bit down. There's going to be a pullback in the broader market. In yesterday's live stream, I showed crypto bubbles. Everything from the top 1,000 was red. And this is a great opportunity to be buying the dips, all right? If you don't have any dry capital, don't stress out about it. It's probably not going to be the last little dip here. I do expect the blow off top to be somewhere between the end of Q3 and the end of Q4, all right? So that doesn't leave us much time left in this bull run here to make a lot of money. And that's why right now I'm adding a lot of degen positions in my portfolio. I added 2 little degen meme coins in the past 2 days here, that Dr. Munin and the Kurt one on base. And I'm going to be adding a few more for sure in my portfolio. But I won't neglect the fact that this is an amazing opportunity right now to also be DCAing into the big caps. And you should always have the majority weighted of your portfolio in the big blue chip. I'm talking the top 10 cryptos on the planet, all right? And especially some BTC. Now, I don't sell BTC. That is something that I treat as a long-term high yield savings account. But the rest, though, is definitely going to perform for you. Now, the degen stuff, this stuff I think can easily 10, 20, 30, 50x, because if you're starting at a $1 million market cap, it doesn't take that much financial energy to really get this stuff going. Now, another reason why I think that this market pullback is happening is because there's a lot of uncertainty with what's going on with the Ukraine-Russia war. What we're seeing is Zelensky just met up with the European leaders and Trump yesterday at the White House. Trump met Putin in Alaska a few days ago. And I think that we are kind of approaching either a ceasefire with that war or a peace deal. And I think that once that happens, the market's really going to like that. And you want to be positioned before that happens. But even if it doesn't, the saving grace of this dip right here is that the global M2 money supply with an 82-day offset shows us that there's a good 30 days left of really good pumpage action before we start seeing a really big crash. And I'm expecting a pullback, if not like a crash, a mini crash at the end of September, maybe mid-September, because in the M2 chart, there was a pretty big pullback as well. Now, we don't know if that's going to be the end of this rally for M2 money supply, but Bitcoin has followed that chart very closely. So if global liquidity is pulling back 82 days in advance, and we also know that the 4-year cycle, we're heading into Q4, this is literally like the last little bit of time that you can make a lot of money this bull run. And that's why I'm actually adding a lot of degen positions to my portfolio ahead of altcoin season here, just because that's where all the money is going to be made. If you get into something that's like a 1 mil market cap, 2 mil market cap, it could easily pump up to 20 mil, make you a nice 10, 20x on your money. That's why a lot of people are straying away from the meme coins that are like between $100 million in market cap and $500 million in market cap, because it takes so much financial energy to pump that stuff up to make a 2x, 3x, 5x on your money. I still hold positions like Turbo and Toshi and things like that, Peanut the Squirrel, but those things are not necessarily as fun to hold than like a little cap like Kurt on base, for example. I'm also going to be adding a few more degen plays to my portfolio. And when I add these plays to my portfolio, I'm not swing trading them from one to another. All right. So if you guys are doing that, you guys could be missing out on massive gains, because I'm doing my research on these little degen caps. I'm adding all of them. all right, to my portfolio. When I lock in a position, I'm expecting that to 10x at least. Never invest money that you're not willing to lose, and you're going to be able to sleep well at night holding these little meme coins. But this is really where the big money is being made right now, is in the degen sector. And you're also seeing that the Matt Fury narrative is super, super hot. So that's kind of where I'm focusing my research on at the moment. Things that are on Base, things that are on Solana, between, I would say, 400K market cap and $3 million of market cap. All this stuff is so small. And with what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum right now is completely normal. After the last 2 months of basically just green weekly candles and Bitcoin literally setting an all-time high of $124,000 last week, it's normal to see a healthy pullback to flush out all those long positions so that we can make way for the next leg higher. Don't get shaken out of the market right now. And if you don't want to be missing out on my next call, then definitely join the Wolf Pack. It's $40 a month. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to join the #1 group in crypto. You get to surround yourself with everybody else that's going through this bull run with you, that's finding alpha on a daily basis. And it's really good to keep your mindset strong during this really volatile journey of making a lot of, hopefully for you, generational wealth, if not short-term life-changing wealth, and maybe even like just life-changing wealth in general, where you could put a down payment on a house, pay off your house, buy a new car, retire, things like that. Join the #1 group, because guys, people that have been in the Wolf Pack for over a year, many people have become millionaires, or they've made at least their first 6 figures in the pack. I will probably be picking a few more degen plays very soon here, because I'm building out a degen portfolio. So if you guys don't want to miss that, that link is down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want more car videos, because I think I'm going to do a daily one every single day just to cover the market, the price action, things going on, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss the next one. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a fantastic day.